Do you have a tendency to overcomplicate your plant-based diet?
Well, you'll want to watch this video because we are about to show you our top 5 plant-based kitchen hacks. Here we go. Hey everybody, this is Dylan.
And this is Reeves.
You know we're all about showing you how easy it can be to maintain a healthy plant-based diet for your entire life. All of our videos on this YouTube channel are about that. Lots of cooking videos, recipe videos, so do check them out if you haven't already. But we are gonna show you, based on all of our experience, 5 really simple kitchen hacks. And this is just part 1. If you like this video, we'll make some more. Tell us your hacks down below, and let's get right to it, shall we, Reeves?
Yeah, I feel kind of like an imposter because most of these are your hacks.
That's okay. Reeves is gonna join me. She'll pretend like she knows how to cook too, and everything is good. Number 1 is keeping a kettle of hot water on the stove while you're sauteing. We cook without oil, so that means when I'm sauteing something on the stove, I'm just throwing veggies into a dry skillet, and I'll add a little bit of water to keep it from sticking. So what's better than having already hot water in the kettle right next to the stove if you're cooking something up? Then you're not adding cold water to your stove all the time, which can slow you down a little bit, and you can just keep things sizzling away.
When I first moved here, I saw that you did that on YouTube and I just pretended like I'd been doing it the whole time. Number 2 is when you're sauteing something on the stove with your hot water kettle, you're gonna wanna try to dry it out about 3 times. So that means to saute off the water, add a little more, and by time number 3, your veggies are probably done.
Yeah, if you want them like extra al dente, a little crispier, then maybe 2 times. But the point is, you can get into a habit, you know what you need to do just from experience over and over and over, and it makes things really fast and simple.
Yeah, there is a learning curve to learning how to water saute instead of using oil.
Number 3 is to cook your grains like pasta. I love this. It started out with rice for me. Actually, it started out with pasta, but then rice. Then I cooked rice and I did it like pasta because I was having a lot of trouble getting brown rice to cook just right. White rice was always easy, but I kind of stopped eating very much white rice. So when I was cooking brown rice, I decided, oh, I'll try cooking it like pasta. And so that is how I do most grains. I do quinoa, lentils. I don't worry about the ratios anymore. I just fill the pot up with water, add in the grains that I want to cook them for a certain amount of time, and boom, that's it. So easy. You can never screw it up, get mushy rice. You can overcook things if you cook them for too long, of course, but that's why you just set a timer, and then boom, when the timer goes off, you're done.
You know how many times I've been on my phone just Googling the water ratio for certain grains or legumes? I'm like, this is so freeing.
It just saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of memorizing because you can just throw things in and all you gotta do is memorize like how long it takes till something's tender when in a pot of boiling water. Boom, you're done.
Number 4 is to use frozen veggies, especially if you're in a hurry. This is one that actually I feel like is in my roots because I am such a frozen and canned veggie person because I'm not a good cook. I love the one-pot meals and it's really easy to sub stuff out because usually like a 10 or 12 ounce bag of onions, for example, equals 1 onion. Same with a green pepper. So use frozen when you're in a pinch. Especially
for the recipes where we're just throwing everything in the pot. You don't really saute frozen onions or bell peppers, or at least I usually don't. So they're great when you're wanting to do like a throw everything in the Instant Pot or the stove pot, heat it up to a boil and you're done. Number 5 is to put a silpat under your cutting board. The worst thing in the world is if your cutting board is sliding all over the countertop while you're chopping. You do not want that to happen. Some people like to put a damp cloth under their cutting board to keep it stabilized, but I found that that causes some cracking issues with the cutting board over time because it swells and it dries and it swells and it dries and then it can crack. So I switched to using a silpat. This is just the regular from Amazon silicone baking sheet mat, whatever they call them, and it goes right under your cutting board. Set your cutting board on top and it will not slide around, which makes for a much safer experience.
In your old YouTube videos, your board slides around, so I watched your learning curve on this one.
Yeah, at the beginning, I was not doing a good job of this, but I need a different version of it. I really don't bake with these. They're too hard to clean for me with baking.
I was gonna say, you don't use that for its intended use.
Yeah, I like parchment paper for baking, so these are just cutting board holders.
Like the things you put under your rug in the home?
Yeah, so a lot of our rugs, we just have like 100 of these under them. That's not true. IKEA makes the best of those. I feel like it should be 3 and 3, Reeves. You wanna do a bonus for us?
Yeah.
Can we make it 6?
Yeah, we can do a bonus.
All right, what have you got?
Bonus number 1 is to use Well Your World products.
Is that right, Rabes?
Yeah, that is right.
What do you have in mind?
I mean, you invented the cheese sauce as your first product to save time, but in this one I'm thinking of the spice blends.
Yeah.
Back to the freezer meals, you can just dump in those onions and peppers, the Voodoo Cajun seasoning or the Fiesta Fire blend, whatever flavor you're going for that day.
And that's why I wanted to make the spice blends, because so many of our videos we're using a lot of different spices, and I thought, what if we can just design really fast, like one pot meals where you just throw in spice blend, veggies, boom, you're done. So that is a pretty good hack. The whole purpose of Well Your World is to save you time and make this entire cooking experience way simpler and not make you feel like you have to be some kind of a chef, because no one wants to be a chef if they don't have to be.
You can be a chef. If you want to save time like us, follow these hacks. Bean me up, Scotty.
Hell yeah. Y'all be sure to let us know down in the comments what your favorite kitchen hacks are, and we'll make another video using those ones too if you want it.
And click here for more videos like this one.
Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.